Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn unit number 2, influence on Hindi cinema. First of all, we are going to learn about the Sanskrit drama, that is particularly Indian classical drama. All of you know how the Sanskrit drama affected to the Hindi cinema and all those things related to the Indian classical drama. Today we are going to learn about the influence on Hindi cinema or the Sanskrit drama, Indian classical, the part of it, that is Sanskrit drama, Indian classical drama. See, what is the Sanskrit drama or theatre? That is, as a literary composition, drama usually tells us a story, but not just through words in the form of dialogues, but also through gestures, movements, and facial expressions of the characters, dances, costumes, background, landscape, music, stage setting, etc. Drama is therefore a performative art that includes many components and participants such as the playwright, actors, director, audience, costume designer, makeup artist, etc. The first part is about the introduction. Second part is about the Indian classical drama. The Indian dramatic tradition was influenced by the dramatic elements found in the Vedas, in dialogue, hymns, and Vedic rituals. Thus, it is in the Vedic era, that is 1500 to 1000 BCE, before century, that we see dramatic elements that will come to define drama in the years to come and eventually usher in a genre known as Indian classical drama. As we know it, even the epics such as the Mahabharata support the existence of performance of Nata as early as 400 CE. However, the most extant treatise on Indian drama is the Natya Shastra by Bharat Muni, which emerged in 3rd BC. Bharatas ascribes a divine origin to the dramatic tradition, which highlights its Vedic religious beginnings. The very existence of such a text suggests that it was the culmination of fairly long process of dramatic development taking place at that time. The next part is about the silent features of Sanskrit drama. Inspiration, that is, multiple sources of influence as seen earlier. Purpose, according to the Natya Shastra, a dramatic work's purpose was to provide not just entertainment and pleasure, but instruction, wealth, justice, and spiritual liberation. That's why Sanskrit drama does not have a tragic ending, because in Hindu mythology, cosmology, death is not the end but a means to either achieve spiritual liberation from the cycle of life or be reborn till it is achieved. Emphasis on sentiment in Sanskrit drama. That is, rasa can be explained as a blissful aesthetic experience achieved by drama and is seen as Sanskrit drama's highest purpose. The rasa or the aesthetic sentiment is an important aspect of Sanskrit drama and can be best defined as the audience's refined emotional response evoked by the play. Rasa is broadly composed by Vibhava, Anubhava, Vabhicharabhava, and Satyabhava, Satyabhava, which are the different types of emotional responses to a work of art. Next part is about the classification of plays. Natya Shastra also elucidates the different types of plays, the major type Rupaka and the minor type Uparupaka. Rupaka consists of 10 varieties, out of which the Nataka are plays based on myths and heroic tales, and the Prakarana are plays based on fictitious stories and whether less important characters are dominated. Next part is about the plot structure. Sanskrit drama's idealized plot structure consists of 5 transitions that lead to a final culmination of the events depicted. The first is the origin, that is Mukha, which states the seeds of the beginning of the plot. The second is the incident Pratimukha, which develops the plotline further by showing both good and bad events. The third is Germ, that is Garbha, where good actions or events seem to lead towards the aim, that is phala. The fourth is crisis vimarsa, that is where bad actions or events seem to outweigh the good and strays away from the aim. The fifth is completion, that is nirvana, that brings together all the different narratives in the play to a definitive conclusion. Again, there is a bilingual nature and the composition of actors. Bilingual nature, one of the unique aspects of Sanskrit drama, is its bilingual nature. The protagonist, who belonged to the upper castes, such as Brahmins and Kshatriyas, spoke in Sanskrit, whereas some characters from other sections of society, such as soldiers, servants, women, and children, etc., spoke in the various Prakrit languages. Next is composition of actors. Unlike the ban on female actors in European classical drama, the Sanskrit tradition did not have such prohibitions that required male actors to perform the role of female leads. And drama could be performed by men alone, women alone, or a mix of both depending on the plot. Next part is about the Sanskrit drama, that is defined by work of dramatists such as Sudraka, Bhasa, Bahubhuti, Harsha, and Kalidasa. To name a few, they have survived through thousands of years because of their literary powers in depicting characters, setting, plot in their own individualistic way. Almost all the great Sanskrit playwrights benefited from royal patronage or were part of royal household or even of kings. Some of the recent Sanskrit playwrights include Manmohan Acharya and others, that is Arjun, Pratijana, Shrita, Kamalaha, Padapalvanam, Divya, Jaydevam, Mrityu, Sithipranjaha, and others. So, are a living testimony to the endurance of the genre. Here are the examples of writers of the Sanskrit dramas, that is Bhasa. Next is Sudraka. Bhasa is a writer was a Sanskrit playwright preceding Kalidasa, believed to have lived in the city of Ujjain. And Sudraka, literally translated as the little servant, was a poet king who lived in Ujjain in 2nd century. After that, Bahubhuti, a major dramatist of the latter Sanskrit dramatic period, was a court poet of King Yashovarman of Kannauj in North India in 8th C. And next is Kalidasa, was a Sanskrit playwright belonging to the period of 4th to 15th BC century. He is believed to be a courtier under Chandragupta II. His plays and poetry are primarily based on the Vedas, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and the Puranas. His works include notable plays such as pertaining to Malvika and Agnimitra, and pertaining to Vikrama and Urvashi. Malvika Ni Mritam and Vikrama Vasyam. He also wrote epic poems such as Raghuvasma, that is Dynasty of Raghu, and Birth of Kumara and Subramanya, along with Khandakavyas, that is minor poems. However, his most popular and famous work remains the Abhijanana Shakuntalam, the recognition of Shakuntala. So here are some examples of Sanskrit dramatists and what is the origin of Sanskrit drama. So in the next lecture we learn about how those Sanskrit drama and the next part of it, that is the Urdu literature and the Farsi theatre. When we learn about those Sanskrit drama, the theoretical part, and we come to understand those parts are influenced to the Indian cinema or the Indian Hindi cinema. Most of the Sanskrit shloks are used in the Indian Hindi cinema. So here we can understand the theoretical part of the Sanskrit drama. In the next lecture, we learn about the Parsi theatre.